Hi friends, welcome back to another video. If you are a returning subscriber, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Michelle and I make videos here on YouTube about faith, relationship, business, and entrepreneurship. And as you can tell, I have a candle business, and so a lot of my videos are about candles. Judging by the title of this video, I am going to be making 85 candles with you. So this is really exciting because I was commissioned by a local church here in Jacksonville. They were having a women's conference and they wanted to do custom candles to sell to the women at the conference. And so this was that order. And I also found out, fun fact, that they sold out completely of all of their inventory, which is incredible. It just warms my heart as a maker to know that people really do love the products that I make. And it also looks good for business because I'm hopefully going to continue in this wholesale journey and possibly with that specific church. So this video is not going to be about the step-by-step on how I make candles. If you would want a video like that, let me know and I will put that in my list of videos to make. But this video is going to be specifically about 2023 and what I'm doing and what I'm planning for my business, what God has been talking to me and speaking to me about. So that's what this video is going to be about. But before we get into all that, I have to tell y'all about two products that have changed the game for me. So the first one is this wax melter. I have a wax melter and I bought it from Amazon, and I don't even know how many liters it is. I can probably make about 10 candles at a time. But when I bought this, I knew it was going to be like big and make a big difference, but I didn't realize it was going to be this massive. It's literally changed the game in production. When I was making these 85 candles, I didn't put all of the box in at one time. I put half the box in and I was able to make 45 candles from that, and then put the other half and made 40. So I only had to fill it up technically one time for me to get all 85 done. I just can't recommend it enough. You have to go get it. I'll have the link in the description below. So I'm just showing you the depth of this by putting the wax vertically down just to see how huge it really is. It holds that piece of wax vertically, and I could literally put the lid on there. It does come with a temperature gauge, so you can set the temperature to whatever is the melting point for your wax, and it also has a timer on there. So I highly recommend this product. Also, I want to tell you about another product that I found on Amazon, and it was actually recommended from Memory Box Candle Co., and it's the label ledge. So this is something that is going to make sure that all of your labels are consistent and even. And I eyeballed a lot of my personal brand, and I feel like I've gotten pretty good at it. But when it comes to wholesale, it has to be consistent. I can't eyeball it anymore when somebody else is going to put their name on it and sell it. So I wanted to buy something that would make sure that all of my labels would be consistent. And what you're seeing me point at is all of the triangles are 1 inch apart. So it's kind of like a little measurement system. And I'll show you here in a little bit how I use it, but it's so easy to assemble, so easy to use. And it's very like heavy, so it's heavy duty, which means like it'll last a long time. And so I highly recommend this product. Definitely, if you're struggling with making sure your labels are straight and consistent and clean throughout all of your products, this is really going to help you. And so this is just a little example. So all you have to do is put the label on the black part, and you line the black part up with a triangle, and that will just make sure that it's even and consistent with all of the vessels that you label. And then you just wrap it around the candle and just put a little bit of pressure on it just to make sure there's no air bubbles. And that's it, you guys. It's so easy. So highly recommend. It's a great product. This will also be linked in my description below. And again, I got it off of Amazon and I literally got it in a day. So you gotta love Prime. So those are the two products that I rave about. Those are the two that I really think that would really help and change your production and your productivity. So go check them out. Now, back to what's going on in 2023. Okay, so let's talk about it. I feel like at the end of every year, there's always this like race to the finish line type of culture. Like you rise and grind and you make up for the last 11 months as if you can actually do that. And so I sometimes get caught up in that rat race and like I have to hit all my goals and I have to lose whatever amount of weight, I have to make X amount of money, and it's just, if I didn't do it the last 11 months, I'm probably not going to do it in this 30 days. So if no one else has said this, run the race that has been given to you. Okay, that is what I'm focusing on in 2023. That is what I'm focusing on. Even starting now, I am no longer comparing myself or my business, because it's just not healthy. It's not a healthy perspective to see somebody else doing X, Y, and Z with their business and say that you can do that too. Not to say you can't, but just make sure that you're not going after it because you saw someone else do it. Make sure that that's in line with what you want and what your goals are. No one else is running your race. You're the only one running it. Everybody's running at a different pace. If you think of a marathon, there are so many different people that can run different paces because of just the way that their body is. I personally have asthma and I can't run very fast or very long. It's just not in the cards for me, and I'm okay with that. I'm not a runner, and I know that about myself. And so I think a lot of people try to be runners and try to run like 8-minute miles when that's just not the way that it was designed for you. So I would hope that in 2023 you take time to learn yourself, and in 2023 it's all about me. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying that in a selfish way. I'm saying that in a way like I'm going to spend so much time with God and so much time learning myself that it's just second nature. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm not capable of. I know what's in line with what I want for my life. And I'm not just going to be doing what everybody else is doing just because everybody else is doing it. So find your lane and stay there. Even if other people are doing it, no one else is going to do it the way that you do. I mean, even take this video for an example. There are hundreds of make candles with me videos on YouTube, and you're watching this one. So there's always going to be room for you no matter what you do. If you like, there are millions, if I might say, shoe companies, but there are still more shoe companies coming out. There are millions of coffee shops, and there are still more coffee shops being built and stuff like that. So there's always going to be room for you. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing the way that they're doing it. That's what makes you unique. So I hope that resonates with you. And there's something else that has really been on my heart, and it's quality and consistency. So my thing is consistency. I am not the most consistent really at anything. I personally love change. If you could be spontaneous, that makes my heart jump. Like I don't know why, I just love it. I can't do the same thing the same time every single time. It just gets boring and I lose interest very fast. So consistency is something that I have probably struggled with for a very, very, very long time. And I've read the 12-week year last year, and I'm definitely going to be implementing the 12-week year this coming in 2023, just because I feel like that is in line with how I think. Like 12 weeks, I can do something for 12 weeks, but I can't do it for 52. Like I just can't do it. So if I break things up into 12-week chunks, I feel like I'm going to be more consistent at doing that. So that's the consistency part. But I heard this quote and it said, consistency will get people through the door, but quality will keep them in the house. And so I'm hoping in 2023 that you take time to not only pace your consistency, because consistency doesn't have to mean like every single day, all day, every day type thing. Consistency can say, okay, I'm going to do this once a week and I'm not going to break it. Take YouTube, for example. This past year, I have been so inconsistent with posting because I just, one, didn't take it seriously, and two, I'm not good at consistency. But when I was consistent, I was growing my channel and everything like that. But the quality of my videos, I believe, is why people are still watching my videos. It's not just because I'm throwing out garbage every week. It's because I'm taking the time to actually edit and put things, songs and transitions and all that kind of stuff into my videos. And with my candles, I spent years creating like the base that I have. And at this point, I know my candles. I know exactly what measurements I need to do. I know exactly the timing, the temperature. I have worked so hard to make sure that I make a consistent candle. And I think that's what brings people back. That's why I have returning customers. And so into this next year, I'm going to go up a notch. Now I want my branding to be consistent. I want my product shipping and stuff to be consistent, and not just consistent, but also have high quality. So that's more so what I'm going to be focusing on in this year. And I hope that this resonates with you in some degree or some way, because I want us all to elevate. I want us all to grow. And one thing I want to say is there is no wrong way to grow. There is only growth. I feel like a lot of people try to define growth and success, and that's your job. Your job is to define what success means to you and what growth looks like to you. If growth means 10 followers on Instagram, then that's growth. Like that's not wrong. There is no wrong way to grow. There's only growing. If you think about a plant growing, some grow up, some grow out, some grow down. No matter what they're growing, it doesn't matter what direction or where they're growing, they are growing. And we don't define a plant. We don't say to a plant, oh, you're not growing correctly because you're not growing up, you're growing down. We get excited because our plants are budding and they're growing and they're getting what they need. They're getting the resources. We're doing our job. Like, that's what I want us to view our life like. There is no wrong way to grow. There's only growth. So I just want you to be encouraged, and I want you to be the boss of your life. Don't let anybody else define what success is and what your life should look like. I'm more so focusing on pushing out content than taking in and consuming content. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on. I don't know what your beliefs are, but I wholeheartedly believe in God and in Jesus Christ. And I know that my identity is found in Him. And so for 2023, I'm really going to be taking my identity as a person and my identity in Christ very seriously. I'm going to be taking my identity in business very seriously with God, and really going to Him and asking, what plans does He have for me and what actions I need to put behind those plans to see that vision come to life and be able to live in the reality that God has dreamed for me. And so that is where I'm at, and that is what 2023 is going to look like. I can't promise that I'll have this mindset all year. Life is about highs and lows, and so I'll take you guys through all the highs and lows that I go through. And honestly, I would love if you guys reminded me of what I'm saying, because sometimes, you just need that reminder, like, hey, don't forget, this is the year 2023 is all about me. Like, you are working on yourself, you're working on your business, you're being consistent, you're working on your quality. You're not letting anybody else define success for you or run your race for you. It's only your race. You get to set the pace. So do what God is telling you to do, and only focus on that. Nothing else really matters. Celebrate the wins of others, but don't envy the success or envy the wins. And that's everything. So thanks so much for watching. I hope this resonated with you in any way. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. I love chatting with you guys and hearing your thoughts. So let me know, and I will have another vlog coming out very soon. It's really exciting. Actually, my next vlog is going to be our California trip. So make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Like this video if you enjoyed it. And if you want to know and see how I make candles step by step, also let me know that in the comments so I know what kind of videos to push out for you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.